Hi everybody, my name is Milo and I'm from the Fellowship of Acoustics, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of the most prestigious, luxurious and most expensive acoustic guitars on the market today. Of course, as you've read in the title and as you can see over here, we're talking about the Martin D45. So right now it's quite a special situation for us because we have 4 different iterations of the D45 in stock. So I thought this would be a good time to talk to you about the D45 as a model. So the 4 versions we have right now are the D45 Reimagined, a D45 Custom Shop Golden Era style. We have a D45S, that's also custom shop. And then we have a Stephen Stills version, a really rare example of the D45 that's based on his 39 D45. So the first time a D45 was produced by the Martin Guitar Company was in 1933, and it was actually a special order for a singer-songwriter called Gene Autry. Gene wanted to have the biggest and fanciest Martin guitar he could possibly order, and he got a D45. After that, in the first series that was produced, there were only 91 made between 1933 and 1942. Because of these limited quantities, the D45 became the most expensive vintage acoustic Western guitar on the market today. So let's talk about the construction of the D45. We're looking at a square shoulder dreadnought with rosewood back and sides and a spruce top that can be Sitka or Adirondack, depending on which model you have. Also, the rosewood can be East Indian or Brazilian, also depending on the model that you have. So why is that so special? Because those are the exact same specs as a D28. I think that boils down to 2 things. One of these things is that the Martin Guitar Company offers the most premium tone woods for their D45. So that's really the best you can get in terms of tone woods. The other thing is the cosmetics, because what you get with a D45 is a really beautiful piece of art, really. So it really comes down to what Gene Autry said in 1933. If you still want the biggest and fanciest Martin guitar money can buy, the D45 is still your best choice. Talking about the Gene Autry special order, I think it would be wise to start with this custom shop D45 12 fret. And that's because the D45 that Gene Autry ordered was also a 12 fret guitar. So it looked a bit different, but in terms of construction, it was really similar to this one. In the first 91 D45s that were built, 3 of them were 12 frets. Actually, the first 2 and the 6th guitar that was built. So this is really a good example of what a D45 would have looked like in 1933. The 12 fret D45 gives the guitar a bit more of a rich bass response and also a bit more volume. And that gives it a slightly different sound than other D45s out there. So this guitar sports a premium East Indian rosewood back and side and also a premium Sitka top. Of course, it has the forward shifted scalloped X-bracing as well. And all in all, it makes it a really unique D45 to own. Like I mentioned before, between 1933 and 1942, only 91 D45s were made. From 1968, Martin started to produce D45s every year. And since then, you can buy a standard D45 from the Martin catalog. And the reimagined D45 is that guitar. So this D45 Reimagined is really almost exactly the same as the D45 12 fret, except that this is a 14 fret, of course. So it also has the premium East Indian rosewood back and side and the premium Sitka top. So Martin grades their tone woods in 8 grades, and this is all grade 8, so really the best they have to offer. So one step above the reimagined D45 is this custom shop D45. And what's special about this one is that it has a Adirondack sprue stop and also Adirondack braces. So the Adirondack is a bit stiffer, but that can give the guitar more volume, more dynamics, which is a really nice thing to have with the D45. And as you can see, this D45 custom shop also sports the snowflake inlays, which is a nice reference to the golden era of the D45s. And the last one of the four is this really special D45 SS, as it is called, for Stephen Stills. So this was built exactly after the 39 D45 that Stephen Stills owns himself. And what's funny about this D45 SS model is that they made it in limited quantities and they made 91 of them. Like I mentioned before, between 33 and 42, only 91 D45s were made. And also of this model, only 91 were made. And this is number 41 out of 91. What's also different about this model is, of course, apart from the extra cosmetic details this one has, it also has a solid Brazilian rosewood back and sides. Finding a guitar like this D45 Stephen Stills is almost as rare as finding a pre-war D45, though not quite, I will admit, but it's really special getting to hold one of these in real life. Even though these four guitars only have minor differences, I think you can hear that each of them has a unique own sound. So it's really worth it to try a D45 in a store before you want to buy one. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video gave some insight in the history of the D45 guitar. They are really prime examples of what Martin has to offer. And it still is the biggest and fanciest guitar that money can buy from the Martin Guitar Company. Please let us know which of these four you enjoyed the most. And if you want to try one in real life, please come by our store. We always want to offer you the chance to play one of these in real life. So thank you very much and see you next time. Bye-bye.